Good afternoon. Today we are going to understand what are the essential sources for the UPSC Civil Services examination. So this is for all the viewers who intend to appear for this examination, upcoming one 2025. Now, first of all, before understanding about the sources for 2025, let us have a quick understanding about the Civil Services Preliminary Examination 2024. Okay, so we're going to understand subject-wise weightage. Now, if you look at the previous trend, geography was the most neglected subject. Hardly we used to have 4 to 5 MCQs from geography. But from past 2 years, like even in 2023 and in this year, 2024, the number of questions from geography are increasing. And this year we had in double digit. That is, we had around 18 questions from geography. So definitely geography dominated this year. The next subject, which is the most predictable one, because polity every year we have 10 to 15 questions. So this year also we had 15 questions from polity. Economics, we had fair amount of questions, 14. Environment, 15. Science and technology. Now, year by year, the questions from science and technology are increasing. Last year, we had 11 questions. This year, we had approximately 13 questions from science and tech. Now, if you look at history, now the trend in history is declining. The number of questions from history are becoming more and more vague and they are declining. And the miscellaneous questions, like we had questions from current affairs, IR, map-based questions, they were 13 in number. So this was the subject-wise weightage of the 2024 preliminary examination. So let us try to understand the nature of questions, okay? So this year, the paper was moderate. It was not on the difficult side like 2023 and not too easy as well. So it was a moderate paper. Out of the 100 questions, 42 were easy. Okay, so these were the basic fundamental questions from the different subjects. Like from geography, 4 to 5 questions were very much easily doable. From polity, 5 to 6 questions easily doable. So like that, we had 42 easy questions. Then we had next set of 37. These were the moderate questions where you need to apply your logic. This year, even elimination was there. So elimination technique also helped. And the remaining 21 were difficult. Difficult in the sense these were a set of factual questions. And factual questions are actually difficult because if you know the fact, then it's easy to do it. If you do not know the fact, then it is on the difficult side. So around 21 very difficult ones. And the rest of the paper, you can see that it was between easy to moderate, okay? Now, one thing which we need to learn from 2024 examination is that you cannot study one particular subject and decide to neglect one particular subject. So the broad understanding is that you need to master each and every subject. So you cannot say that I'll neglect history and I'll focus just on environment. I'll study everything about environment. But that does not guarantee that even if you study each and everything from the environment part, that does not guarantee that you will be in a position to solve all the questions from environment. Because the nature of questions are very much vague. Like from 15 questions that came from environment, around 7 to 8 were doable, but the remaining questions were actually difficult. So you have to study each and every subject. If you are mastering all the subjects, then you will be in a position to attempt around 80 to 85 and get 55 to 60 questions correct. So now that the nature of this examination is becoming more and more dynamic, and to clear this examination, you require to study each and every subject. So what are the sources that are required? Now, if you look at geography, like if you look at the questions this year, NCRTs, if you master the NCRTs, you will be in a position to attempt all the questions from geography. Trust me, the questions were quite doable and NCRTs would suffice. especially class 11, fundamentals of physical geography, very important one. Talking about polity, one book more than enough, Lakshmikant. The people will tell you to read D.D. Basu and other books. But honestly speaking, keep your sources limited and do multiple times of revision. So Lakshmikant would suffice the matter. For economics, my personal recommendation is Mrunal Sir's handouts. I do understand that the handouts are quite bulky, but then there's no option. The language is very lucid and he covers everything: budget, economic survey, current affairs. So apart from that, you have to do nothing. Like it would suffice. So economics, Sir's handouts. Environment, see, environment for the fundamental understanding of the concept, for the conceptual clarity, Shankar IS is enough. Apart from that, you have to rely on current affairs. There's no option. Science and technology, yes, it's purely based on current affairs. If you look at the nature of the questions which are coming, purely current affairs. Then, like this year, honestly speaking, history, we didn't find like the number of questions as it used to be earlier. Earlier, we used to have 22 to 23 questions, but this year, like hardly 11 to 12 questions from history. Modern India, hardly we had 2 questions, and the source for modern India is Spectrum. So that's sufficient. Medieval, Satish Chandra, but even after studying Satish Chandra, no one can guarantee you will be in a position to solve medieval history questions. Same is with respect to ancient India. R.S. Sharma is the book for ancient India, which is recommended. But even after studying this, there's no guarantee you will be in a position to attempt the questions from ancient history. The reason being that like the questions are very vague, especially art and culture questions are very difficult. And to cover that, if you look at the output also, like even if you study everything in and out, then also there's no guarantee you will be in a position to attempt those questions. So rather have a basic understanding of ancient, medieval, modern from the standard NCRTs. Themes are also very good. The themes which are there, one, two, three, they're also very good. You can just have a broad understanding of it. And after 12, out of the 12 question, even if you're in a position to solve, say, 4 to 5, it's fine, it's doable. Looking at the nature of the cutoff, because we know that the cutoff is not even 50%. This year, probably it's 93, around 93 to 95 for general category. That is some cutoff for this year. Now, what is very much crucial, if you're preparing for 2025, it's the right time to begin with your journey. Time management is extremely important. Prepare a study plan, keep short targets, try to achieve those targets. And you need to balance your pre and mains preparation. See, one thing I want to tell that the prelims, it's becoming more and more dynamic in nature and very much unpredictable. So the year in which you are cracking your prelims, you need to clear your mains. So basically, you should be always mains ready. आपका 25 में अगर प्रीलिम्स निकल गया तो 3 महीने में यू शुड बी इन अ पोजिशन कि आपका मतलब मेंस का तैयारी हो जाना चाहिए and you should be in a position to clear mains. Okay, so for that, so 3 months after prelims, it's not sufficient to study for mains. So this is the right time. So your ideal strategy should be from July onwards till December, focus on mains, complete your optional paper, complete your ethics, complete disaster management, internal security. So till December, completely focus on your mains. And from January onwards, move into your prelims mode. From January, because it is required, taking into consideration the nature of prelims, it is extremely important from January onwards, you begin your prelims preparation. But now, focus on your mains, focus on your optional, focus on ethics, complete one paper. Ethics can be done, solve case studies, then start the other miscellaneous subjects. Like you can do even paper 2, polity kar sakte ho. It will be helpful for both prelims also and mains also. So that should be your strategy as of now. And try to understand one thing, this examination demands lot of dedication, perseverance. literally UPSC expects you to be like a machine, like especially for mains. When you write the papers, you have to be like machines. Like that speed is required, a correct synchronization of your mind, your hand, that has to be there. So this examination requires a lot of dedication, to a lot of perseverance, and definitely a right guidance and right resources. So I'll say that keep your resources minimum and do maximum revision. So if you have any questions, you can just write into the comment box. Thank you.